seated onto your mat. Nice exhale out through the mouth. Exhale the shoulders on back. You're loosening up of the jaw. The palms may be either resting down or the palms facing up. As you take a moment to settle in, either the eyes all the way closed or just a soft gaze. And to just allow the breath. To flow evenly. So on your inhales, breathing in, you want to count to yourself on the inhale. And when you exhale, the same amount of counts. So it may go something like this, breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you may just want to take a few rounds of breaths, just counting to yourself. Sometimes as we're getting connected with our Ujjayi breath, as we start to settle in, don't be surprised if we don't yawn once or twice. Just really allowing the body to come to a state of relaxation. Allow your practice to be that of meditation. Focusing all of your thoughts onto your mat today, not letting your thoughts drift anywhere else, at least for the next hour. Do that for yourself. And as you're getting acquainted with your breath, recognize, establish where those areas of the body are held with tension, tightness, anxiety, stress. Give yourself permission this morning to release that. Leave the unnecessary. Also much easier said. If you take a nice deep breath in and you lengthen through the spine, that's the shoulders back. Send your arms out to the side. And just allow your heart to lift. Be mindful that you're not arching into your back. Turn the palms up. Start to add some muscular energy awareness into the arms. And then inhale, send the fingers back. Exhale, opening out to the side, cactus arms, tilt back. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the knees, cupping the knees. Chin towards your chest. And begin to just let your head go into some very gentle neck. And reverse. It's the shoulders, again, drawing them back. Lifting the heart, exhale. Holding forward, that's like the elbows. towards the sky, dropping the chest down, getting into the lower back. You may even feel this into your hips if your hips are tight, and slowly rounding on up. And begin to go with some nice big circles into the upper body. Navel in towards your spine as you go. Circular motions. Drop back. Little concave into the chest, into the belly. Now reverse. And right to center. And how to lift. Send the arms again out to the side. Let's just circle out those wrists. And give a flex. And then go for release. And palms face up. Inhale to reach back. Grab a hold of one of your wrists. Up. And just a very gentle lean on the side. We're going to keep both knees down. Inhale to center. Let's take it to the other side as you lift. And a little leaning over, just waking up the side body, just bringing the awareness. And right back to center. And you're lacing the fingers, press the palms up, and then reach your arms out in front of you. Bring your chin in toward the chest. I'm going to have a concave into the chest to hollow out the belly. So you're getting a nice big stretch into the upper and thoracic spine, and you lift up. Press the palms up. So really draw the biceps in towards your ears. And then exhale, a slow release down, and we're going to lean to one side, drop the palms down, reach over. We want to keep the knees down. I'm going to ask that you draw the rib cage away from the fingertips, so that you get a little bit of a deeper stretch there, and then slowly coming up and over to the other side as you reach. And notice the difference between the two sides. Slowly coming up. Slide your fingertips up in front of you, drawing the chest down. And slowly, and then lift your arms up and over your head. Exhale, a nice gentle twist, looking back over your shoulder. Doesn't need to be too deep, just doing what feels comfortable. So if you're feeling any stiffness in your spine this morning, you want to ease into these twists and side bends. And then slowly coming back. And let's send our legs straight out in front of us. And point and flex and round out the ankles. Climbing extra spin out. Sit up nice and tall. Have a little bit of a micro bend into your knees, especially if you have a tendency to hyperextend. So that's usually the case for me. So I always have to remind myself to go with a little bit of a bend into my knees so that I'm not going to injure myself in leadership. Pull forward, waking up the hamstrings, just saying hello to them. Maybe reaching for the toes if you can. That's okay too. Don't worry about whether or not you can set your chest on top of your thighs. That's not for everybody. If it's a goal of yours, then just keep up with your practice and then slowly drop the head. Inhale to lift the arms out. We're keeping the feet nice and even. I'm going to have you revolve over to your right side. Hands, and sending the one hand back, placing it down, and then reaching. So notice how my feet have stayed together. They're not uneven. Slowly coming back and around, lifting that. And then exhale, revolve over the opposite leg. And again, my feet are even. Dropping the hand down, reaching back. And then slowly release back. Move the center. Inhale to lift up. And then exhale to hold. So if you're lengthening forward, walk the hips back. Hold. And slowly. Bring the soles of the feet together. Knees will come out to the side. Walk the hips back. And gently. Slowly move up. Knees come in, and let's swing the legs behind us and make our way into top of the table. So however you like to get. As we make our way to top of the table, stack our thumbs. The shoulders over the elbows over the wrists. Again, if you're a hyperextender like I am, you want to be a little bit softer into the elbows. The elbows are not popping out, all right? So tops of the feet can rest down, or you can curl the toes under, whichever is most comfortable for you. This is going to give a nice stretch to the ankles, right? So as you're resting here on top of the table and you're situating yourself, take your gaze up at the top of your mat. Start to engage your core, but don't hold your breath. And then we'll start to move through some cat-cow stretches. Grounding into the spine. Fluid flow here. And then go ahead and neutralize. Gaze up at the top of your mat. Go a little bit softer into the elbows. And send your right leg back. Let's point the toes down. The toes pointing down is also going to give you an indication that your hip bone is pointing down. And now you can point the toes back and draw knee into chest as you round and space. You start to bring some awareness to our abdominals as well. We're going to take this 5 times. And here's 2 with a squeeze. And here we go with 3. 2 more. Last one. And we're going to send that leg up. We're going to give a bend into the knee. And we're going to pulse up 15 times. So here's pulse, 2, 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Set that down. Let's curl the toes under. Send your hips back into your heels. Walk the hands out. Drop the chest down. Nice, long, strong arms out in front of you. So notice how I'm not coming all the way down. I'm staying lifted, hovering over the top of the mat, making sure that I'm continuing to bring muscular energy into the practice. And then slowly moving on. At top of the table, soft elbows, knees are hip distance apart, and then send that left leg back with the toes pointing down. That left hip bone is down. Good. Go the points of the toes and draw in. We're going to take it for 5. So you're squeezing at center. There's 3. 2. You're doing a great job. And 1. Good. When we come back, we take a bend into the knee. We're going to give a pulse up for 15. Pulse, 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good job. Set that knee down. Roll the toes under. Send the hips back into the heels. This gives our wrists a little bit of a break. We stay active into the arms. Inhale to look up, and then we'll travel the knees over to the right, and we'll bow over the top of the thigh. Slowly come back and around, and on over to this left side as you reach. And then slowly coming back and around. Let's bring those arms nice and strong out in front of us. Coming on up. Slow release. Let's come to a great child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. This time we hands off and the arms all the way down. Taking just a brief break. And always remembering this pose is available to you at any time. As you inhale and exhale. And slowly coming on up. Find top of a table. Knees come in. Stacking up the bones. Let's come to a plank pose. You need to modify to stay onto your knees. Heels are going to go back. Engage the quadriceps, heart's reaching forward. So as you're drawing the heels back and reaching your heart forward, you've got a nice strong core. Here is where you're going to get a nice stretch through the calves as well. Okay, we're not going to collapse into the hips. We're going to keep them nice and even. And then now draw your navel in towards your spine. Take those hips up and back. And find downward facing dog. Just walk it out. Heavy head. Go with that shift forward. Plank, plank. You can modify full chaturanga all the way down. Slide the heart through. Hands by the breast line. Exhale, release. Inhale to look up. Exhale to release. Take it again. Inhale to look up. And exhale to release. Take the feet wide, bend into the knees. Let's circle off the legs. And the legs behind you, hands by the breast line, curl the toes under, either let your knees help you out, or press right back into plank, downward facing dog. And we'll walk it out. All right, up to the top of your mat, you walk up. Some of you choose to hop. Come on forward. Now if you separate your feet, hip distance. Rest at your elbows. And another hello to those hamstrings. I want you to bend your knees though as you're swaying side to side. Inhale to look up. Exhale to pull forward. Slowly rolling up. Lift. Exhale, elbows out to the side. Hands to your heart. Let's bring those feet together, starting at the top of your mat into Tadasana. Down at your side. Go ahead and begin to flow together. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, a gentle fold forward. Inhale to look up halfway. Exhale, stepping both feet back. Chaturanga. Take a cobra or up dog. Press it back. Downward facing. Walking it out. Stepping or lightly hopping to the top of your mat. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale and exhale forward from down from all the way to exhale into your heart. We're going to go through 2 more of those Surya Namaskar A's. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, looking at halfway. Exhale, low feet back. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Pressing it back. Downward facing. Walking it out. Building the strength that you have. With a sacral light hop to the top of your mat, gazing at halfway. Exhale, moving forward. Oh, and exhale. And to your heart. We go one more time. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, folding. Gazing up halfway, taking it on back. Chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Press it back. Downward facing dog. Stepping or lightly hopping to the top of your mat. Gazing up halfway. Exhale, folding. Arming down, coming, standing. Exhale. And to your heart, stand at your side. Let's move on. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Looking up halfway. Taking both feet back. So your cardio may be up a little bit. Heart rate's going up, which is great. Downward facing dog. Left leg behind you, send it high. Step the foot through. And you're either going to drop the back knee down to modify or go for full lift up to crescent pose. Exhale, coming down. Take the leg back. Moving swiftly through your vinyasa. You're doing a great job. Go with the right leg. Behind, step it through. And a full lift up. Notice the hip flexors on each side. And then exhale, coming down. And through your vinyasa. You're doing a great job. All right. Keep your momentum. And step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Facing up halfway. Exhale, moving forward. Arm down, lowering, standing. Exhale, into your heart. Arms down, at your side. All right, so now that you're all warmed up, we're going to keep moving on. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Gaze up. Both feet back. Chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Press it back. Downward facing dog. Left leg comes behind you. Step it through, full crescent pose. Lifting up. All right, interlacing your fingers off the top. Inhale. Exhale, hover over the top of the thigh. Gently pushing your heel back. Good, inhale to lift up. You can keep the fingers interlaced. We're going to tap the back knee down for 3, 2, 1. Release the hands. Exhale. Come down. Good job. And Vinyasa. You totally got this. No problem. Other side. Right leg behind. Step it through. A full lift up. Interlace of the fingers. Palms up. Exhale over the top of the thigh. Inhale, lift. Tap the back knee down for 3, 2, 1. Release the hands. Exhale. Come down. Leg back. Tadasana. Cobra or up dog. Great job. Downward facing. All right, let's take a little breather here. Bring your feet wide. Walk the heels of your hands back about 2 or 3 inches. Just a shorter downward facing dog. Your right hand up to the left calf, ankle, or heel, underneath the left arm. Release, other side. Release. Walk the hands back out, about 2 to 3 inches. Walk the feet back in at distance. Step lightly hop. The top of your mat. Looking up halfway. Exhale, folding forward. All the way to center. And hands to the heart. Right, arms down. At your side, close your eyes. Get your balance. Your eyes are closed, blink them open. Let's move on. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, let's come down into the chair. Circling the arms around. Come into cactus. Bring your hands to your heart. Keep the knees together and twist over and in. Optional to open the arms out to the side. Back to side namaste. To center. Make sure the knees stay together. Other side. Optional to open the arms. Right back to side namaste. Right around to center. Press all the way to standing. Bend into the elbows. Reach up. Exhale, elbows out to the side. Fold on forward. Look up halfway. Both feet back. Chaturanga. Into cobra or up dog. Press it back. Downward facing dog. Left leg, send it behind you. Step it through to warrior 2. Opening the arms out to the side. Checking in with your breath. Feeling the nice lengthening as you're getting into the inner thigh. Firming up the back leg. Maybe checking in to see if those arms are. Exhale, coming on down. And move through your vinyasa. Right leg behind you. Step it through. Rear view here of warrior 2. Noticing the difference between the 2 sides, how it feels. Checking in, arms even. And exhale, send the arms down. And move through your vinyasa. Good job. Downward facing. Let's take this left leg. Go collapsing into the right shoulder, but let's fan open this left leg. And step it through for warrior 2. Opening up out to the side. Coming to a side angle pose. As you just tap the elbow onto the knee, reaching the right arm out and over your ear. So we don't want to lean into this leg. slowly coming up. Then let's reach back. So go a little bit deeper into that front knee here. Don't lean into the back leg with your arm. Just tapping the hand there. Exhale. Let's take it again. Just a gentle tap to the top of the thigh. Reach. Coming on up. And reach back. One last time. The elbow just taps. You reach over. Coming up. To reach back. Go back to warrior two. Send the arms all the way down. And Vinyasa. Take it back. Downward. Right leg behind, open up, out to the side. Good. Bring the foot through, warrior two. Lean the elbow, the top of the thigh. Remember not leaning into the leg and reaching over. You start to feel like you're leaning into your leg. Just pick up a little bit. And slowly coming over. Stay bent. Even a little bit deeper into this knee. And reach back. Take it again as the elbow gently taps. Reaches over. Coming on up. Reaching back. One more time. Tap the elbow on top of the thigh and reach. And last time to reach back. And right back to warrior two. Send the arms all the way down. Take the leg back. You did a great job. Tadasana. Cobra or up dog. Press it back. Downward. Let's go with an exhale out through the mouth. And then let's take a child's pose here. You did a great job. Big toes together. Hips back into the heels. And then slowly rest down. All right, send the arms out in front of you. Slowly come on up. Plank pose. Forward facing dog. Feet come wide. Hands walk back towards your feet. Heels soften. Just hang. And swing. Slowly rolling on up. And slip back into imaginary pockets. And just lean back slightly. And then just come to a neutral position. All right, let's work on some balancing. First of our balancing postures that we're going to do will be tree pose. So you're going to stand on this left foot. You're going to either kickstand, bring to the calf, or the inner thigh. So we start in Tadasana, mountain pose. And so rest either at your heart, maybe even starting at your hips, whatever feels best to you. Start to put that foot at the height that is desired for you. The foot is on the inner thigh, down off the hip, out to the side. Keep everything nice and strong and straight. Resting your hands at your heart, having a focal point, keeping the strength of your abdominals, and make sure you're breathing. With inhales and exhales. Good. Send your arms up and over your head. If you waver a little, that's okay. If you lose your balance, that's okay. Start over. Good. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let the knee come forward and release down. So balancing poses aren't always easy. I sometimes like to come to the top of my foot, give a stretch out of my ankle. If that works for you, onto my toes, kind of just walk it out a little bit. Make here some popping and cracking. Take it to the other side. Bringing that foot up to the most challenging height for you. Taking notice to the difference of each side, how it feels. Reaching up. Exhale, hands back to the heart. Point forward and release down. So good job. All right, so now we're going to come to another balancing posture that also helps to strengthen the ankle, the calf, the glutes, the core. There's a lot going on here. There's a very specific way in which you will want to move. So you can go ahead and watch first instead of joining in. I have a little bend into my standing leg. My opposite foot kicks up, and when I come forward, you want to keep your hips squared off, and you want the leg to just lift behind you, and you come about halfway, and then you come back up, and you give a squeeze and a thrust of the hips forward. It's important that you keep the hips pointing down so that you're not opening up one hip and putting pressure into your lower back. You also don't want to be kicking the leg back. So we're going to move really slowly. On each side, we're going to take it 10 times. So this is going to take a little time. Just be patient with yourself. If you lose your balance, just start over from where you left off. As you look out in front of you or down out in front of you, just make sure you have a good focal point. All right, standing in Tadasana. You can even keep your hands onto your hips if you care to, whatever's going to feel most comfortable for you. I'm going to start on my left side, firming down, pick it up my right foot. I'm going to slowly hinge forward, and I'm going to pick back up. And I'm going to give that little thrust forward. So we've got 8 more to go. Don't rush through this. We're halfway there. We've got this. Did I say 8 or 10? Let's go with a total of 10. All right, so now we've only got 4 more. It's good for us. Only 3 more. You're finding this challenging. This means that we need to firm our core a little bit more as well as our booty. Last 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. Almost losing it on that last one. Good job. All right. All right. So if you found that again difficult, then we need to start working on this lower half a little bit more. All right, opposite side. Right foot, left foot picks up. Get your focal point out in front of you, or at least have that gaze out in front of you. Little soft knee on the standing leg and hinge forward. So it's likely you will find that one side is easier than the other. Utilize the core, use your glutes. So remember to thrust slightly forward when you come up. Check in, are those hips squared off? Totally got this. We're halfway there, 5 more. Here's 5. 4. Got 3 more. We totally got this. Here's 3. 2. 1. Congratulations. Good job. All right, shake it out. Let's come wide with the feet. Turn the feet slightly out. Inhale, reach up. We're going to scoop down, bend the knees so it's like a big plie, and come up, squeeze the glutes, and take it again. We're doing this 5 times. Last 2. Last one. Good job. Good. Reach over. Coming up. Other side. Reach over. And then just bring the feet together. Great job. Let's make our way on down to the mat. Now I'm going to bring a blanket because eventually we're going to be coming down onto our backs. And I'm going to grab a block. Not necessary, but if you have one or something that you can put in between your knees, it might be nice for where we're going. All right, feet down, slowly roll on back. Here's your core to guide you down. And you're onto your back. And bring those heels in. Knees are pointing straight up. And I'm going to place my block right in between my knees. It's going to remind me that my knees won't flow out to the side. They won't come too close together. And it keeps my feet hip distance apart. We're going to work into not only the core, but we're going to work our glutes and hamstrings with some bridge lifts. All right, so arms will come down at your side. No floating toes. So sometimes what I'll see is I'll see people coming up and they've got maybe 1 foot up. They want to really have a secure foundation. So starting with that secure foundation, really press down into the mat with the palms, the feet. You want to bring your lower or your hip bones up towards your lower rib cage. Okay, that's going to secure your lower back into the mat. And then you're going to notice that you engage and make sure you're still breathing on your back. Nice little gentle squeeze to lift the block with muscular energy, nothing with tension or stress. And we're going to drive the hips up as you squeeze and lower down. You shouldn't have any pressure into your neck. If for some reason you're feeling like your neck is compromised, then you need to place a towel or blanket underneath. We're taking this 15 times. So here's 4. Sometimes I like to check in with my lower abdominals to make sure that they're staying engaged. We've got 3 more. Here's 3. 2, 1. Good job. And bring that block off to the side. And then send one leg down and hug the opposite knee in towards your chest. I've got my left knee in towards the side body. Releasing it down. And then bring this right knee in to the outside of the rib cage and give a squeeze. All right, good job. Let's go ahead. Soles of the feet back down. I'm going to really firm down from my left foot, and I'm going to pick my right foot up. Arms are going to come down at my side, and I'm going to drive through my left foot, my left hip, should say my left glute and hamstring. And I'm going to pick up, and I'm going to squeeze and lower. We're taking this 15 times. Here's 2. 10 more. Here's 10. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're awesome. Good job. Now let's bring that ankle to the top of the thigh. The left ankle weave on through. And let's go ahead and draw this right leg in. Stretch out this left glute and hip. Let your left elbow rest into the left inner thigh. I like to flex my left foot, and you should really feel a nice opening there. Going with your inhales and exhales. Go ahead and slowly release. Bring that foot on down. Good. Opposite side. Okay, right foot down, left foot picks up, lower back into the mat. I'm going to drive through this right glute and hamstring. So we're going to pick up for 15. Five more. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're awesome. Good job. And settle that down and bring the right ankle down to the top of the foot. And then weave on through. Catch the shin. Let this right elbow rest into that right inner thigh. I'm going to flex my left or my right foot rather. All right. Good job. And then slowly. All right. Let's send the legs up. And hands down at your side. And just little circles onto the ceiling. And then I bend into the knees. And I squeeze in. And release down. All right, I'm going to bring my right foot down. I'm going to flex my foot. And we're coming into a one-legged bicycle. So I'm going to lift my upper body up. I'm going to send the leg out. And then I'm going to twist and lift. We're taking 15, just on this one side. 2. So this works obliques. Here's 10. We've got 5 more. You totally got this. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Send the leg up. Relax your hands behind the hamstring. Hands up the ankle. And release. Other side, hands back behind the head. Right foot lifts up. Lift the upper body up. Send the leg out. And then squeeze in. 15. 5 more. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. And straighten the leg, round out the ankle. Really good work today. Good. Take a bend into the knee. And then let's go ahead and butterfly the knees out to the side. Soles of the feet together. Supta Vinyasa. And slowly draw the knees in. Tuck your knees in towards your chest. Draw down neck. Hips back. Legs straight out in front of you. Inhale. Exhale. Walk the hips back and fold forward. So, all right. So a little treat for you for working so hard. Let's come into a restorative posture before we come to Shavasana. So if you have your cups next to you, I'm going to have you go ahead and grab your bolster or cushion or yoga bolster, prop it on up, elevate it, bringing a blanket to the top to keep the head slightly elevated. And then I'm going to, for me, you can have your legs however you like. I'm going to roll a blanket. And I'm going to roll it up. I'm going to slide it underneath my knees. This posture, you want to get your back nice and close to your bolster or cushion, big pillow. Work's going to be done into the lower back. You're going to come on back and bring your arms out to the side. And you're going to get a really nice chest opening here. Good stretch of the abs from all that hard ab work that you just did. And you're able to just one relaxing pose prior to your Shavasana. So the blanket underneath the knees helps to support the lower back. So there we go. So you want to make sure that you're fully supported. Deep breath in. And go with a nice exhale. We'll start to have the breath slow down. All right, you can take a bend into the knees, hold tight out of the pose. Cross off to the side, but I'm actually going to keep my blanket underneath my knees. I'm going to use another blanket for my pad and make my way into Shavasana. Prior to coming into full Shavasana, free to bring in one knee to the outside of the rib cage, give it a squeeze. Take that other knee, bring it in, give it a squeeze. And then if you have an essential oil there with you, place a little dab into the palm of your hands. Even if you don't, you can still rub those palms together, create some friction, a little bit of heat between the palms. If you have that essential oil, you can have your hands around your face, or maybe just bringing those nice warm hands on top of your heart, giving yourself a little extra love. Close practice. Take an inhale. Exhale. With that inhale. And exhale. Exhale, bring your arms down at your side. And feet fall as wide as your mouth. Coming into Shavasana. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And with a gentle rock of your head from side to side. Taking a bend into your knees and putting your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Such a good job done today. Time for yourself. Sending either arm up and over your head. One side and use the strength of your upper body. Your arms up and over your head, lifting up. Exhale, hands to rest at your heart. Chin in towards your chest. Thank each of you for joining today. We're grateful. that you're here and to brought me to the mat as well. Wishing each of you a happy hump